Prime Minister Lê Minh Hưng departs for ASEAN summit.
U.S. President Trump threatens bombing campaign against Iran.
Argentina reports nearly double number of hantavirus cases compared to last year.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hoàng Yên and here we go, the first step of the show. On the morning of May 7th, Prime Minister Lê Minh Hưng and the high-level Vietnamese delegation just departed Hanoi for Cebu, the Philippines, to attend the 48th ASEAN Summit.
The 48th ASEAN Summit is taking place in Cebu, the Philippines, from May 7 to 8, 2026, with the participation of ASEAN leaders and the ASEAN Secretary General. The summit is one of ASEAN's 2 annual high-level meetings, providing a key platform for leaders to review regional and global developments, set strategic directions, and strengthen regional cooperation. This year's summit focuses on 3 major issues: energy security, food security, and the protection of ASEAN citizens. Leaders are also expected to reaffirm commitments to deeper regional integration, greater resilience and strategic autonomy, and ASEAN centrality, while advancing the goals of the ASEAN Community Vision 2045. Prime Minister Lê Minh Hung's attendance at the summit underscores Vietnam's consistent foreign policy of independence, self-reliance, peace, friendship, cooperation, development, and the diversification and multilateralization of international relations.
U.S. President Donald Trump said on May 6th that Iranian officials just wanted to end the war, warning that Washington would bomb Iran if Tehran failed to reach a deal.
And it's going to happen right in front of the White House. Here's a picture.
Accordingly, Trump warned Iran of heavier bombing if Tehran failed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, amid reports of a possible deal aimed at ending the conflict. In a social media post, the U.S. president said the war with Iran could end soon and that oil and natural gas shipments might resume. However, he stressed that everything depended on Iran accepting a proposed agreement, though he provided no further details. While no deal has been finalized, reported terms include Iran temporarily suspending uranium enrichment, the United States lifting sanctions, releasing frozen Iranian assets, and reopening the Strait of Hormuz to maritime traffic. Earlier, a fragile ceasefire between Washington and Tehran had largely held since taking effect on April 8. Pakistan hosted direct talks between the two sides in April, but no agreement was reached.
Argentine authorities and health experts are working to determine whether the country was source of a deadly hantavirus outbreak linked to the Dutch-flagged cruise ship MV Hondias in the South Atlantic.
According to Argentina's health ministry, 101 hantavirus cases have been recorded since June 2025, nearly double the figure reported during the same period a year earlier. The World Health Organization has long identified Argentina as the Latin American country with the highest hantavirus infection rate. Climate change is believed to be a key driver behind the outbreak, as rising temperatures and shifting ecosystems create favorable conditions for rodents, the main carriers of the virus, to multiply and expand their habitat. Experts say the tropicalization of the climate is contributing to the spread of infectious diseases and increasing food sources for rodents. The Andes virus strain, a hantavirus variant found in South America, can cause severe pulmonary syndrome with a fatality rate of nearly 30% over the past year. Authorities confirmed that several passengers aboard the Dutch-flagged cruise ship MV Hondias tested positive for the virus. 3 deaths have been reported, including 2 Dutch tourists and 1 German traveler. Investigators are now tracing the passengers' movements before they boarded the ship in Ushuaia, Argentina's southernmost city, to identify the source of infection.
Upcoming are some updated news.
On the morning of May 7, Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade Nguyen Hoang Long conducted a field inspection at the proposed site of the Queen Lap LNG thermal power plant to review progress and address challenges facing the project. During the visit, the delegation surveyed the planned project area and received updates on zoning, site clearance, technical infrastructure, and investment preparations. Deputy Minister Nguyen Hoang Long acknowledged the proactive coordination among relevant agencies and urged ministries, local authorities, and investors to continue removing obstacles and accelerate procedures to ensure the project moves forward in line with the revised Power Development Plan 8. The Queen Lap LNG thermal power plant is expected to help strengthen energy supply and boost socio-economic development in Nghệ An province and neighboring areas.
The Vietnamese government has issued Decree 144/2026, NDCP, introducing a series of amendments to value-added tax, VAT, regulations. Effective from June 20, 2026, the changes mainly focus on VAT-exempt entities, tax deduction conditions, and non-cash payment requirements. Under the new rules, several types of insurance will be exempt from VAT, including life insurance, health insurance, student insurance, agricultural insurance, fishing vessel insurance, and reinsurance services. Debt trading activities, including the sale of receivables, payables, and certificates of deposit, have also been added to the list of VAT-exempt transactions. The decree also revises regulations on exported natural resources and minerals in a move aimed at limiting raw mineral exports. The Ministry of Industry and Trade will be authorized to propose adjustments to the list of affected goods based on actual conditions. Notably, businesses purchasing goods through deferred or installment payments worth 5 million Vietnamese dongs or more will still be eligible for input VAT deductions before payment deadlines specified in contracts. However, if no non-cash payment proof is provided by the due date, previously deducted VAT amounts must be adjusted downward.
According to the National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting, northern Vietnam is expected to face a widespread thunderstorm system accompanied by extremely dangerous weather phenomena, including tornadoes, lightning, hail, and strong gusts. Starting on the night of May 7, heavy rain is forecast to spread across the entire northern region and the north-central provinces, including Thanh Hoa, Nghệ An, and Ha Tin. The peak of the rainfall is expected to last through May 8, with average precipitation ranging from 20 to 40 millimeters, while some areas could receive more than 100 millimeters. Meteorologists warned that intense rainfall over a short period could trigger localized flooding in urban and low-lying areas. Experts also noted that a late-season cold spell is expected to cause a sharp drop in temperatures across northern Vietnam.
Today, May 7th, marks the anniversary of the historic Dien Bien Phu victory, a triumph that resounded across the 5 continents and shook the world, opening a major turning point in Vietnam's history. For today's younger generation, the occasion is also an opportunity to reflect on the past and gain a deeper understanding of the spirit and determination behind that extraordinary victory. More in the story today.
If you were in your 20s in 1954, would you be willing to go to war for your country? War is something no one wants, of course. But if the country needed me, I would definitely be ready. I'd be willing to join the battlefield. Hoang Ngoc Don Trang is a young history enthusiast. Having won a consolation prize at the 2024 to 2025 National Excellence Student Competition, Trang approaches history not only through knowledge, but also through emotion and deep respect for the past. I truly admire the fighting spirit of our army. Despite being a small colonial country, Vietnam defeated the powerful French expeditionary force, both economically and militarily. Learning about such a glorious victory makes me feel proud, patriotic, and deeply grateful. Beyond textbooks, more and more young people are now creating history-related content on digital platforms. offering fresh perspectives and personal reflections. As a result, historical events like the Dien Bien Phu campaign have become more vivid and accessible to younger audiences. Young people today don't just learn history from schoolbooks. We also explore it through YouTube, TikTok, social media videos, images, and music.
During important national anniversaries, I feel even more patriotic. Those vivid and relatable videos help us connect more with history. I really admire our ancestors.
For today's youth, the Dien Bien Phu campaign is not only a history lesson, but also a source of inspiration about resilience, courage, and determination to overcome challenges. It helps younger generations better understand the value of peace, appreciate the present, and feel motivated to live responsibly and contribute to the community and the country.
The last story just ended our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now and see you later.